breakthrough. I'm really excited because it has been so uncomfortable saying the things that I have kept hidden. And then those things I've kept hidden have, in some capacity, driven me to take actions, to do things, to live in a certain way that not only sabotages me, but also causes discomfort, disappointment, pain for the people I love and the people around me. As I was going back through and checking from 2 episodes ago, and I said, I'm going to reflect on this social climber part of me. So when I went and looked in the mirror and social climber, she showed up, and then I had all this shame, and then I realized how that was manifesting. And I said, I'm going to meditate on this. And then I saw someone behind social climber, and it's poor me. She revealed herself because I didn't shy away from looking in the mirror. And I hope you will continue to reflect with me that we can face the unlovable parts of ourselves and we can bring them into the light, maybe even the spotlight. Because when I'm journaling and going, I feel invisible, I feel unseen, yeah, I've got to step out from the shadows. I have to step into the light. And if I go back to the introduction of the idea of what a looking glass is, when I had referenced from vocabulary.com in the introduction, looking glass is a somewhat old-fashioned literary way to say mirror. The word glass on its own can mean mirror too, coming from a root meaning to shine. Yes. So, poor me, she came through the looking glass. And when I saw her, I was elated because at points she has been causing me havoc. She has been running amok. I can see her now. I remember, I'm going to go back to, and this is coming up again, when my dad would take me on these really, 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 really long walks across Hampstead Heath and Hampstead Heath Extension. And they were miles long. And I was 6 years old and I didn't want to keep walking. And then I would hit a point, like how I referenced in the introduction, my dog Julius would dig his heels in and he didn't want to go any further. What I would do is I would sulk. I would just stop and I would lift up my arm and fold it with my shoulder over my face, and I would just go into this deep sulk and not walk any further. And this would be about halfway through the epic walk. And then when my dad had been in control, suddenly I was in control. Sulky Joanna was showing up. And so we've gone from poor me, this poor girl, to poor me because I'm having to do all this walking, which I actually really enjoy walking now, but I didn't then. And I can see Kenwood. I remember being in front of Kenwood House, beautiful there. Gosh, what movie did they film there? I'm trying to remember they filmed lots of movies there. Anyway, I would start sulking and my dad then, he would ask me to keep going and I just wouldn't. And then he would do something to make me laugh and I would be smiling. But I keep my arm over my face and I just wanted to stay in that foul mood. I didn't want to come out of it. because there was some type of satisfaction, enjoyment I was getting from going, whoa, poor me, and because suddenly I was in control. Yeah, sulky, moody, I'm suffering here, got me what I wanted. It worked. It then became a mechanism for me later on when I had felt out of control in my life, not able to get what I wanted. That was what I went to. And I can't think of a specific thing when I do it right now in my life. I think I do still do it sometimes. It'll come up. It's more whingy and complainy now than sulky. So, and it'll seem like reflecting, but it's not. And I'm laughing because I think that's the good thing is, how does one know when one's healing? Because you can actually laugh at yourself and not take yourself so seriously. And of course, some things, if you have gone through something incredibly traumatic, I'm having another memory of something really crazy that I can't believe it, actually. I'm not going to share it now. I will save it for another time. But sometimes it's like, yeah, maybe you've gone through something really, really traumatic and it's not a laughing matter at all. It could be life or death. You know, the memory I'm saving for another time, it was very dangerous and it could have been death for me. And sometimes I feel like I have angels or spirit guides are watching over me, taking care of me, because I would often put myself in stupid and dangerous situations. And maybe that's why I can be such a helicopter mom, because I just don't want Dominic to do the stupid things that I did. And I did many, many stupid things. I've done a lot of good things, but right now, like I said, going through the looking glass, looking at the mirror, how did I experience those unlovable parts of myself? I guess because I felt that, I did a lot of stupid things. And I need to reflect on some of those things. I've just had another memory of something. This is just crazy, all these memories of the stuff that's coming up. I may remember some of it and not. I'm going to have to jot them down. And I think I said some will surprise, some will shock. I guess sometimes we look at someone and we think they're a certain way, and especially in this day in social media, you look at someone and you think, oh, they're like this, their life is like that. We get to put on whatever mask face that we want to portray to the world. That can be absolutely exhausting when we are not in our true selves. Thank you for indulging me, letting me share poor me, sulky, moody Joanna. I appreciate that you're here with me. I hope this has opened the door for you to be able to reflect on some things in your looking glass. I'm Joanna Garzilli, and I look forward to sharing with you this memory that I've had. I think it's going to, especially if you've gone through some type of abusive situation, I think it's going to really, my hope, my prayer is it's going to help you in some way. It will set something free for you and release you from trauma. So I'll see you next time.